We all feel anxious sometimes. It's a feeling that can sneak up on us, whether we're young or old, and it doesn't always make sense. Sometimes it shows up when we least expect it, like a shadow that follows us around. Even the happiest moments can be touched by worry, and that's completely normal. Our hearts race, our thoughts spin, and it can feel like our minds are running a marathon we never signed up for. The world around us might seem to blur as our worries take center stage, making it hard to focus on anything else. It can feel like a heavy weight on our chest, pressing down and making it hard to breathe. Sometimes it's as if we're carrying an invisible backpack filled with rocks, and every worry adds another stone. Anxiety can make us feel afraid and alone, even when we're surrounded by people who care about us. It can trick us into thinking we're the only ones who feel this way, but that's not true. We might worry about things we can't control, like what others think of us, or what might happen tomorrow. Sometimes our minds fill with what-ifs that spin out of control, making small problems seem much bigger than they really are. Small problems can feel huge, like mountains we have to climb all by ourselves. Even a tiny mistake or a forgotten task can seem overwhelming when anxiety takes hold. But it's important to remember that God is with us, even in our worries. We are never truly alone, and there is always hope, even in the darkest moments. God's love is like a gentle light that shines through our fears, reminding us that we are cared for and supported. Imagine forgetting an important deadline and feeling your stomach drop as you realize your mistake. That sinking feeling is something everyone experiences at some point. Or think about giving a speech in front of many people with all eyes on you. Your hands might shake, your voice might tremble, and you might wish you could disappear. These situations can cause anxiety to rise, making us feel tense and uncertain. Our bodies react, and it can be hard to calm down, even when we know everything will be okay. We might feel butterflies in our stomach or have trouble sleeping at night, tossing and turning as our minds replay our worries over and over again. Sometimes it feels like we just can't escape our anxious thoughts. It's okay to admit when we feel this way. Sharing our feelings with someone we trust can help lighten the load. Remember, you are not alone, and it's brave to ask for help when you need it. Everyday life can bring moments of anxiety. We might be nervous about a job interview or a doctor's appointment. Maybe we're worried about a family member who is sick. These feelings are normal, and we don't have to face them alone. Prayer is a powerful way to cope with anxiety. When worries cloud our minds, we can talk to God. He is always listening, ready to hear our concerns. We can share our fears and ask for His peace. God's love is bigger than any problem we face. Imagine talking to a close friend when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed. You know that feeling of relief, when you can just be yourself, sharing your worries and joys, without fear of judgment? That's the kind of comfort and openness that prayer offers us. Prayer is like having a heart-to-heart conversation with God, who listens patiently and lovingly. It's a safe space where we can be honest about our struggles, our hopes, and even our doubts. We can tell Him everything, whether it's something huge that's weighing us down or a small detail that's bothering us. Nothing is too insignificant for God to care about. He cares about every detail of our lives, from our biggest dreams to our quietest fears. God listens with compassion, understanding exactly what we need even when we can't find the words. When we pray, we invite Him into our struggles and allow His presence to bring us comfort and guidance. It's like opening a door and letting in a warm, gentle light that chases away the darkness. Prayer helps us to remember that we are not alone, even when life feels overwhelming. God is always near, offering us peace and reassurance. God is our refuge and strength, a safe place where we can find shelter from life's storms. He protects us and gives us courage to face whatever comes our way. He promises to never leave us nor forsake us, no matter what we're going through. Through every season, God walks beside us, offering His unwavering support. When anxieties try to overwhelm us, we can find comfort in His presence. In those quiet moments of prayer, we can breathe deeply and let His peace fill our hearts. He is our ever-present help in times of trouble, always ready to listen, comfort, and guide us. Through prayer, we discover a deep and lasting peace that only God can give. Think about a time when you felt God's peace in your life. Maybe it was a quiet moment in nature, or a gentle reassurance during a storm of worry. Sometimes God's presence is felt in the smallest details. A comforting word from a friend, a song that lifts your spirit, or a sense of calm that settles over you when you need it most. Maybe He answered a prayer in a surprising way, showing up just when you thought hope was lost. Or perhaps you noticed a small miracle, a door opening, a need met, or a burden lifted when you least expected it. Or perhaps he gave you strength during a difficult time, helping you keep going when you felt like giving up. In those moments, God's love can feel like a gentle hand guiding you, or a quiet strength rising up inside you. God is still at work in our lives today, weaving hope and kindness into our everyday moments. He is present in our communities, in our families, and in the quiet spaces of our hearts. He hears our prayers and he cares about our worries, no matter how big or small. When we bring our concerns to him, he listens with compassion and responds with love. We can trust him to fight for us and bring peace to our hearts. His strength becomes our shield, and his promises give us courage to face whatever comes our way. When anxiety whispers, let faith shout. Remember, you are never alone in your struggles. God's presence is a constant source of hope and comfort. Don't be afraid to keep praying, keep believing, and keep trusting God. Every step you take in faith brings you closer to his peace and purpose for your life. He's able to do more than we could ever ask or imagine. His love and power have no limits, and he delights in blessing his children in ways we can't even dream of. With God by our side, we can find freedom from anxiety and walk in his perfect peace, knowing that his unfailing presence will guide us every step of the way.